Hey guys, it's me, Keith Fuzzy Weasel. It's been a long day. I'm not sure how well I feel. I just got off of work. It's 11:17 at night. I got a long week ahead of me. I'm gonna land on the moon. Because that's just how I do it. So where we left off, we're actually in a pretty good spot right now. When we left off, I had started. I started the lunar burn, like the lunar injection burn, after we left off, and I got into this configuration here. I believe this is called a free return. That way, if anything goes wrong, all they have to do is sit tight, and they go back to Earth anyway. But I want to slightly modify this, so, well, actually, in the current configuration, the debris is just going to fall right back, so I guess it's not that big of a problem. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and decouple this node and get this thing out here. Just get this away and set that as target. And docking autopilot. Go ahead and dock. I like decoupling the engine like housings, like as it spins, just to like slingshot it out there. I don't know, it looks cool. All right. What seems to be the problem? There we go. All right, so we are attached, and we're gonna go ahead and decouple this node here to get us off of this thing. There we go. All right, activating this engine and controlling from here. And we're ready to head to the moon, get into a, circularize the orbit. And, oh yeah, another thing that I realized is I forgot to put surface experiments on this thing. My bad. Whoops. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, nice. That's actually a really... Yeah, I'd actually say that's acceptable. We could just go ahead and circularize from there. Yeah. Create periaps and execute. Perfect. So far, this is a perfect mission. I'm a little nervous that this is going to be the first mission that this style of lander is tested on, given that it's going to have an actual, like, crew inside of it, but I think it will be okay. It will be okay. Let's take a look at what we have as far as landing areas. Like, check out this. Yeah, we've already landed in the big crater, although that was with an udder lander. I guess we could land here and, like, get, we land here and get the science, that we didn't get through there. We've landed... This was where we already landed. We landed near Tyler 2. Right? Or did... No, we visited Tyler 3. Didn't we? Wait, where was our last landing site? It was... Oh, okay, so we landed over here. Yeah, they visited Tyler 3. So, hey, we could visit Tyler 2. Or we could visit Tyler 1, the very first spaceship that landed on here. We could visit the Cape Line lander. Or we could try and go somewhere that we've never actually been. Unfortunately, we're in a equatorial orbit, so all of our options are kind of limited. Then there's the canyon. We could land somewhere in this canyon. Now, that's a lot of science that I haven't tried yet. Here, let's tilt that down. I really ought to adjust this thing before I start. Yeah, you know what? We're going to land in the canyon. Yeah, that ought to be a good test of the systems and put the pilot and scientist at risk. We don't really need the engineer for this. The engineer can kick back and enjoy the space. All right. We're going to take Dugar. I'm going to take Dugar Kerman. transfer crew Dugar Kerman into here, and we're gonna take Lemny Kerbin. And we're gonna take Lemny Kerbin, and he's going in there. And we're gonna go ahead and undock. Right, we were gonna come up with a name for this thing. Let me think. We gotta come up with a name for it. The lander. Some random fucking object in my room ought to do. Laptop. We're gonna call it the Omen. ONO 2 Lander OMEN. There. There's no real reason to name the lander. I just want to name it. All right, activating the engines in this strange kind of inward-facing thing. Extending the landing legs. And activating landing guidance. I'm going to pick a target on the map. And we are going to pick the canyons. And I want to try and make sure that we're landing that we're not landing on an edge. I want to make sure that we're landing. I realize that it's not a delta, but I would probably like to land at the mouth of the canyon. Yeah, pick a target. Right about there. That looks safe. Alright. And now we just let it do its thing. And, watch as fucking debris flies past. I just realized that I'm flying in a completely different orbit than, all the other shit that I've got in orbit around here. And that might cause some problems. But the chances of us being impacted by any of that is fairly remote. Although, that has actually happened to me in lunar orbit. I got impacted by a piece of debris from a previous mission, and it caused a real problem. I like how they focus in on one area when they go. What's the deal? There we go. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, we came very, very close to impacting the ONO 2. That would have been extremely bad. That would have been extremely, extremely bad. Good thing that didn't happen, because we would have lost the mission and probably all the crew would have died. I mean, certainly these two would have died. I don't know, maybe the engineer on board the other ship would have been able to survive, but he wasn't going to be coming back home in that ship. That would have been... that would have been bad. That would have been really, really bad. That's a good thing that didn't happen. Yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get down here. Yeah. I figure land on the moon, get the science done, plant a flag, get some stuff, head back, end the episode on the trip back. I mean, you guys don't really... I've been thinking about what I should show and what I shouldn't show, and for the most part, you guys don't really need to see re-entry unless something interesting happens. So maybe, once I get back and dock, just assume that I made it back. I mean, for real, I'm just post in the comments below what you think about that idea, because I don't know, I kind of, on one hand, I'd like the series to, genuinely follow the entirety of all the missions, but on the other hand, it's okay, how many times do we get to go through the atmosphere? A bunch. And unless it's something really special, like it's like the ONO one, that whole, like, it was important to see the entire mission through. Or I guess whenever I send a crew, like whenever a crew comes back from Mars, I mean Duna, you know, you'll probably want to see that. But do you really care about seeing the ONO 2 come back? There's basically no difference between it and the ONO 1. You guys kind of know it's going to come back. We trust the hardware at this point. I mean, for real, the only reason I'm really showing this landing is because it's a new setup, so it is kind of untested, and it's in a new area. So yeah, I'm kind of wondering how much of these I really show. We're coming down pretty good, though. We have overshot. Wait, what? Oh, no. I'm following it wrong. Damn. Wait, was that? What am I seeing flying across? I don't know. Ignore it. It's not really that big of a deal. For a second there, I thought we were overshooting. Oh, it looks like we're coming down in the delta. Yeah, should be good. We've got plenty of fuel left in the tank, so all in all, I mean, hell, we could probably lift off and land again. There's the shadow. Gonna go ahead and get a crew report. Find out that the crew report's meaningless. Looking good. What's the view from inside? Oh, nice. So they have, like, no idea. I mean, I'm kind of role-playing this in my head as this is them landing the ship, but I don't know. There we go. It'll be fine. They're gonna land. It looks like they're gonna kind of land on a slight slope. But nah, that's pretty decently flat right there. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Computer's just taking its sweet time. And I'm tired and running out of shit to say, so let's skip ahead to when they're about to land. Okay, here we go. They finally got down to a point where I wasn't, like, getting super bored of everything. Looks like the boosters are doing their job. That's a decent configuration. And we should be well clear of the landing legs. Good. You never want to land on the booster. It doesn't look right. Okay, extending ladder. And first person to come out of here is going to be the scientist. You fucking kidding me? What? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? We installed the ladder on the wrong side? Okay. You know what? If that's the worst thing that happens this mission, I'll take it. Ah, shit. Out of curiosity, let's have this guy test the ladder just to see if it would have worked anyway. Boom. Oh, he toppled. As you can see, this mission's taken a little bit less seriously than the first mission. That's a nice view, nice snapshot. Yeah. Actually, if you could, like, line up a little bit over here, and if you could line up a little bit over here. Yeah, that right there is a good snapshot. That right there. Yeah. Okay, well, here. You have the honor of placing the flag. We will call these the third steps. The third steps. Made by the crew of the ONO 2. Hey, so, Duggar, go ahead and take a surface sample. Solution is striated. It is possible the surface was fractured at this location. Yeah, I'm thinking probably massive, massive, massive impact. Take a look at the EVA report. Say something. Grand universe will be cut off by some random radio chatter. It's weird, though, you can't really see Kerbal in the sky, and that's because we're actually on the opposite side. Good thing we've got this, you know, Kerbal, this moon lunar communications network. I want to go ahead and cheese the landing guidance just to see how far we are. Yeah, we gotta travel a ways before we actually hit East Farside. Tyler 2's out here, though. Well, how much juice do you have in your pack here? You've got 4... Now, you might actually be able to make it. Assuming that you're facing the right direction. It's kind of hard to tell. Let me zoom out. Oh yeah, you're facing the right direction, aren't you? Oh no, you're not. You would have gone down the tunnel. Huh. What about the area outside of the landing zone? Could you get up here and get some surface sample? No, because if you're up there, then you're already well within there. All right, well, let's just get the science off the thing. Get a core sample. What? On the surface of atmospheric... It's a core sample, you... Duts. What's coming up? Oh, Tyler 2 debris. Man, we're really littering the atmosphere. I mean, we're literally... We're kind of littering the night sky of this thing, aren't we? Did I put, like, 3 core samples on this? I did. Alright. Weird. Observe mystery goo. Mystery goo observed. Collect laser data and collect hydrogen data and log magnetometer data. Magnetometer data. Alright, that's a decent amount of science. Go ahead and get some seismic data. And go ahead and get some pressure data. Looks nice. Yeah. Dugnar, stop wiping your hand against your helmet and get this here science so we can pack up and go home. Kind of an uninteresting mission, but hey, we've gotten to that point. Take data. Take goo data. Walk around the ship. 8-minute moon mission. That's kind of, you know, take data there, take this data. Take that data. Take that data. RCS, come up here and take this data. And take this data. And already we've got just fuck tons of science. Like, we ought to get something out of this mission. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So you go ahead, you get back inside here. Oh, right. Now I gotta remember where the hell the hatch is. I think this is the hatch. Yeah, this is the hatch. Board. And while that's going on, what's your EVA propellant? You got lots of EVA propellant. Here, let me cheese this for a second. Take a look at our landing guidance. So you don't have to go out that far before you hit the Highlands. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have him use it. I mean, I know last time it nearly was met with disaster, but he's the pilot, all right? He knows what the fuck he's doing. He's got lots of training. He's gonna lift off. He's gonna scale this mountain. And he's going to get some science from the Highlands. And that's how it's going to roll. And then on the way down, he'll, land. It's not that far of a jaunt, all right? It's not that far of a jaunt. We'll just keep the EVA propellant fuel up, and if he starts getting a little bit, far, then if he starts getting a little bit low, I'll have him turn around. But this, we just got to get more out of this mission than that measly haul, all right? I got to get a little bit more out of this. And then when it's over, we'll go home and, everyone will have cookies and ice cream or whatever it is these little guys eat. I wish I could go out and get something, but all the stores are closed because of the virus. Oh, right, you got an EVA report. Ah, fuck. You know what? Overwrite the EVA report because... Ah, we're above the Highlands. We're above the Highlands. All right, slow down. Here, slow down and head back that way. There we go. Come on. Come on, slow down. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down and land somewhere because we're using a lot of fuel. We could have made it to the crater. Fuck this. We can make it to the crater. We just got to be a little bit careful. That's all. Just got to be a little bit careful about landing really, really hard. Holy shit. Whoa. Huh. It's a good thing these guys don't have any bones. Or they do and they're made out of rubber. Ah! Ooh. Ooh. Ah, you good, buddy? You good? Oh, yeah, look at that face. He's happy. He's having a great day, Let's just get that surface sample. A large number of layers over time. Got it. And you just head on back there, buddy. You just head on back. Let's just get you over this hill and down that slope, and you just head on back there, man. Yikes. We can get an EVA report from the landing site at any time. Yeah, coming down a little bit. Coming down. There you go. Come on down. Don't fall and die, but, come on down. Just amazing how vertical, how versatile these MMU-like suits are. Yeah, it's down. And we'll just make sure that it doesn't come down at quite that, rough of a spot. Just right down on... Actually, if we can make it on top of the lander, that'd be great. Yeah, let's just slow our descent. Just slow our descent. Slow our descent. Slow our descent. Just slow our descent. Ah, fuck. We're gonna hit the ground hard. Ah. If we can just not hit the ground so fucking hard. God. Damn. Okay, so he's like, my shin bones just went up inside my guts. I feel so happy. Good thing this suit just injects morphine into me. Yeah, let's get you inside so they can re-stitch together your neck bones. And, like, don't run out of EVA propellant. So I'll send Lemmy outside to get the EVA report from the canyon, and then we'll head back inside, and then we'll launch. There we go. Lemmy, go ahead, EVA, and get a... Oh, you already got that. EVA report from Moon Canyons. Board. Go ahead. I ignore the dump experiment thing. It doesn't actually mean that. Alright, retract this boom so it doesn't, like, clip the ship. Head down here, and we're going to go ahead and go to ascent guidance. Want to get us at 20 kilometers up. Activating this. And activating autopilot. Oh, shit. What just exploded? Wow. Okay. Well, the important thing is that we made it up in one piece. Let's retract that ladder there. So how's our fuel reserves? They are woefully inadequate, if I'm reading these correctly. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Okay, this is not good. This craft does not actually have the, it doesn't actually have the fuel to get into an orbit. We're gonna have to supplement with the RCS system. That's fine. I can do that. We still have 79 monopropellant. That should be enough to supplement. We just have to be careful of that, because that's a pretty bad shortcoming. You can't see it from my camera angle, and I'm gonna try and find a different place to put it. But trust me when I say that the burn time is not great. It's not great. It's actually kind of scary. Yeah, this lander needs a little bit more of a... It needs a little bit more fuel. I could probably put another couple of, like, fuel tanks around inside of there. But there's a good chance we may have to ditch. May have to ditch. Alright, we are out. Oh, shit! Oh, that's extremely bad. That is extremely, extremely bad. What's our trajectory? Extremely bad is our trajectory. Extremely, extremely, extremely bad. This is a bad thing. You guys should not be smiling. Okay, EVA. Scientist, EVA. Take data. Alright. Okay. We should actually be able to get him into a slight orbit. As for the pilot, we'll come back to him. But if we just burn off this guy's entire suit, he should be okay. But we're in a bad spot. This is actually really, really bad. This is extremely, extremely bad. What's our thing look like here? That's a decent arc. Okay. How long till you hit the other side of the... Okay, we're okay. You then. Switch over to the Omen probe. Yeah, switch. Oh, God, it's this stupid thing. Okay, switch over to the Omen lander. Okay. You need EVA. Get out of that thing as quick as possible. You need to actually land. This is really bad. This is extremely, extremely bad. He had to get out of that. That was not going to survive a crash landing. I don't know why Ascent Guidance did that. Okay, just have to arrest our movement here. Actually, what am I doing? No. You know what? Fuck it. Need to do a full burn. Need to do a full burn and get into an orbit. Even a slight orbit will be better. That's the Omen probe. That's the Omen probe. That's the other... That's Dragner Kerbal. We're still decelerating. We're still going up. That's my fault. Shit. This is... They both need to be in space. They both need to be in an orbit. Otherwise, they're gonna be fucked. They're gonna be really, really fucked. Really, really fast. Pilot. What's his arc look like? What's his arc look like? Bad. His arc looks bad. Really bad. I don't know. He might not have enough fuel. Shit. He might not have enough fuel. This is a fucking disaster. This is a fucking disaster. Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. Just keep burning until you're out of fuel. It doesn't matter. Just keep burning until you are out of fuel. That'll give us a little bit. I mean, even a little bit. Even just a little bit. Of course, once he's out of fuel, he'll have no way of getting to any kind of rescue ship. So a ship is going to have to come right up on him. What's the arc look like now? Alright, you know what? That's okay. That's good. That's actually good. Further around is good. We've got enough fuel to probably get us a little bit there. Okay, Dragner, switch to Druger. He's in German, I guess. Okay, what's your deal? That's good. Good to hear. Alright. Coming up on that, we need to create... Alright, we can't actually create a maneuver node. So what I'm going to have to do is kind of eyeball it until he gets up to about here, and then it's going to have to be like a full burn. Full burn, just a full burn in that direction. Full burn towards Kerbal. If we can... Alright, we've achieved an orbit. We've achieved an orbit. How bad? How good of an orbit? Pretty shitty orbit. Let's try and get that periaps a little higher. Let's try and get that periaps a little bit higher. Okay, that's acceptable. All right, get to Lemny. Lemny's the one that I'm really concerned about because Lemny doesn't have a whole lot of fuel. I'm gonna have him go pretty much all the way up on that arc. Right about there. And Lemny, you're gonna need to view orbital. Alright. Which side is he on? The sun's coming up from there, so I'm gonna say burn away from the sun. Burn away from the sun. Just burn all your fuel away from the sun. What are we looking at? Okay. Alright. Okay. So this is still extremely bad, but it's not as bad as it could be. So Lemny here doesn't have a whole lot of propellant left, but he's got enough to probably grab a hold of something. Drugger's got enough EVA propellant left. And the two of them are now, like, the first Kerbans to basically achieve an orbit. Like, Lemny's orbiting the moon. Like, physically orbiting the moon. Yeah, you need to shut off your pack. I realize that you're spinning, but you need to shut off your pack. You're gonna need that propellant later. Druger. Druger's actually coming up on the ship itself. Of course, Druger is traveling the opposite direction. Yeah, they're both traveling the opposite direction. You know, I'm thinking, what exactly was wrong with the last, you know? I like the position they assume while in space. It is kind of peaceful. I mean, he's been in orbit for an hour. It's quite the view, you know? I mean, it is. Okay. So, we're going to switch to the ONO 2. And we're going to take a look and see how much fuel we have. I'm already thinking that we ditch this. You know? Because this is just going to take... This is going to be more fuel. You know, like, this is just going to be something that eats into our fuel supply. But I don't know by how much. I don't know. This is bad. This is a bad situation. But, hey, we'll see how it goes next time.